Hello.
Well, you must be speed demons. You came a long way this morning.
What time did you leave Pennsylvania?
I bought a beanie.
How you doing?
First I want to hug, then
only
you take all the
11:30.
pictures. Come on, then you take all the pictures.
All right.
Yeah, the day
morning.
before.
Oh, the day before.
You see all the guys
freezing in
together,
Pittsburgh.
and they all. I'll take my glasses off.
I take my
You can see that
glasses
it's
off.
Uncle Sidney. And the dean had us all arranged. Do you remember the Sailors and Soldiers Monument
Yes.
in Pitt? That's where
Yeah.
they had the exercises.
Oh.
And it was in cap and gown.
And the whole
And they gave him a
auditorium
cap
was
and gown.
filled with the dental students, the graduates, the School of Hygiene, and us guys from the class of 44, 50 years
Of course,
ago.
it's a big year.
Well, wasn't there a medical school reunion?
No,
too,
this was
44?
just
Just
the
dental.
dental.
Oh, the
It was
dental
just
school.
the dental graduation,
Uh-huh.
and the faculty sat on the stage. It was lovely. Really
Oh, well, that
lovely.
was good.
It was
So-
a big thrill.
Yeah.
We really felt it was a big
Did they have a big
thrill.
party?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I had two or three.
We had a party
Parties.
Friday night. We had
But
a
they were
party
very
Saturday
informal.
night.
They were very
Yeah.
informal.
Oh, well, that was
Yeah,
great.
it was very. It was difficult for
And
them.
you know,
to-
you always, every class has a class clown. You know,
Yeah.
the guy who's very, very funny and says funny things.
like
And Benny Lieberman is still there with Marion starts coughing, and she's coughing and coughing and whatnot. He says, I got the perfect cure for you. I'm a doctor, I got the perfect cure for you.
So I said,
Go
"What's
out
the
and buy
cure?"
a box of X-Lax. I guarantee you'll stop coughing.
You'll be afraid to
That's
cough.
his humor.
he said,
That's
"You'll
his-
be afraid to cough."
One after another. You'll be afraid to cough.
How did everybody look?
Well, some of them really, really, really aged.
Yeah.
Do you remember Irv Yudkov?
Oh,
They-
God.
He is so gnarled from arterial sclerosis.
His
No,
hands are like
Arthritis, you
this.
mean.
arthritis.
And his head is down
Osteoarthritis.
like that.
Yeah, and his head, he can't straighten up.
And his
He's
feet
like
are
this,
all.
and he walks like this now.
He's
Gee.
like a zombie.
And I have other classmates who have walking with canes. And
And one
Well,
is losing
50
his.
years is a long time.
remember
one is
George? You
losing-
don't remember George Toothman?
No.
He was the cadet captain of our ROTC unit. Gung ho. He was, you should see him today as he walks around. The guys were teasing the life out of him. Okay, George, you paid for it,
Did you recognize everybody? I mean,
Well, some I had to be reintroduced to.
mhm.
And then I recognized them. Then I remembered who they were.
Did they cut her
Joe
hair?
Bonello I
Yes,
didn't recognize until
they
they
did.
It looks wonderful. And now we can comb
Got the
it.
same haircut as Susan.
Susan,
She's
yes.
like a little Susan now.
Yes.
Where's Susan?
Studying in Rochester, buried in her room, where she's been every weekend for months.
What is she up for now?
The orals of her exam, a week from
There
Thursday.
are
It's
two
been
parts of the exam, written and oral.
God.
it's been terrible. All she does is hole up and study, week after week after week. But it'll be over.
And then there's always a class, David must have had this too. There's always a class deviant.
Who's very on his
Who-
third
who
wife,
does-
age 22.
No, who does peculiar things even in a scientific sense. And in walks Stillbaum, Arthur Stillbaum. Of course, he has no hair on his head anymore, but all his gray hair comes back down to his neck,
In a ponytail.
and from the ears, his hair is coming out of his ears,
White hair.
white hair out of his ears. And he announces to the class that he has just returned from China, where he has been studying acupuncture for a year, something like that. So don't you think when the dean comes to our dinner, we had a dinner at the dental school as a cafeteria, and they changed the cafeteria into a luncheon
Yeah.
reception for us, for our class, and we're all sitting around. And the dean walks in to have dinner with us, lunch with us. That's right. And then the dean got up and gave a nice little talk, welcoming us. No one knew him. He's not a pit man. His name is Suzuki.
Right.
He's Japanese.
When they graduated, they went to fight the war
Now
against
that-
Japan, and now
Now
they have
we
a
have a
Japanese
Japanese
dean.
dean.
It's
Well, he's American,
Life is
actually.
strange.
Yeah. This is American Jack.
He must be second or third generation.
Anybody married to a
But
25-year-old?
Stillbaum gets up
in his class.
and he wants to know why the
He
dental
has
school
classmates
does
who
not
showed up
have
with
a
women
not have a
30 years
department.
younger. Than,
You're talking medical or high school?
no, at your medical school, there were people there with young wives.
Nobody
There
here.
were.
Nobody here. No.
Anyway, this
I was
wants to
one
know
of the
why
youngest,
the
believe it
school does not have a department of acupuncture. And if
You probably
if the
look
school
one of the
should
best.
decide that
I look younger than
acupuncture has a
everybody else.
place in the health professions, he would be glad to be a leader in the, whatever. I thought I'd die.
So you want us to help you unload your car?
His wife drove me nuts. She didn't have a camera, and she said, "Take a picture of him. Take a picture there. Take a picture there."
Still does work? I
Yes,
never
his
did.
wife. I
That's
said, "I'm
about Percy
sorry."
Goldstein's wife.
The one whose hair was sticking out like that. Maybe
No,
it's
that's
Percy.
stupid.
Anyway.
That's stupid.
I took a few. I said, "No, I don't have any more film."
God, we had a good time. Really had a good time.
Well, that's good.
My lie,
And
like it's
forget
still not coming out.
the area. I mean,
It's changed. Oh,
it's
totally.
changed.
Totally.
The dental school is now in the Salk building, which they built a year and a half ago.
I
It
felt like
is
Rip Van
magnificent.
Winkle when I got to Pittsburgh. I
Why
didn't
that
recognize
building
anything.
and
That's right.
dentistry
The city's
because
changed totally.
The man's
I lived on
dentist will be
Atwood
less
Street,
and
didn't I?
less
That's
as
the
time
only
goes
thing that
on.
sounded familiar
Right.
to
Well,
me.
they're accepting
Sydney lived
a
on Oakland.
smaller
And
class.
The Cathedral of Learning was the same, but it looked so seedy.
The
Inside, it's so dark
what
and
do they call
dismal.
it?
But when
The
I
It
was
was
average-
there,
never, no, it was
the,
never a pretty building.
Sarah, it was
The
built
average
in
is now
37,
3.1
and we were there in
consideration.
43.
I know,
so
but
that made it
it's-
6
Like that,
years
3.1.
old.
But
It was
the walls
beautiful.
weren't
That's low.
finished. It was, don't you
3.1.
remember? There was no plaster on the walls. It was still brick.
That higher
They
than
had never
usual,
finished the
but
building. The only thing that was
Medical
finished was the
school,
international
3.1
rooms
is
on the
not
first
much.
floor.
They're
Oh,
still
between
there.
3 and
That
4
was
is
it.
the-
Still,
Everything
they
else
look- they
was
still look
I think
not
a B is
finished.
from 3 to 3.1.
Welcome. You look terrific.
Well, the hair goes all the way around this year.
Nice to see you guys.
Mine does too.
Yeah, around a little bit. Good to see you both.
You're riding a bike today?
I was thinking about it. And then they're working on the dock.
Oh.
So wait
Oh,
till they
is
finish.
John Nickerson there?
Not today.
Oh, who's working on the dock?
They are.
Oh,
Hirsch
The
and
jet
his-
ski boys.
Oh, on your dock.
He was kind of doing this.
Yeah, you got a nice new fence there. And that's good.
Steve did that.
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, they've done all kinds of things. They're making this into a...
relationship.
Now that Monk is not there to say, you can't do anything, you can't change a thing, they're making it like they're living in it.
How is this turning out?
Well, it's a brand new house.
Cardiac, an organ
They took down
implant center.
Everything.
And
But the town is
need
watching
dental
them like a
clearance.
hawk. They're not allowed to go
Before they
outside the
do any
perimeter of the house that was there. So what they did was, they built the wall, and then they took down the wall, so that they were exactly in the right place.
What do you mean then they took
Now
down?
it's
They took it down, they built it on the inside of the wall, and then they took away the old wall. They did it one piece at a time, because the town comes here every day to look
And then
and
they
see
have a
what
new
they're doing.
department in implantology.
What about those bay windows? Are they
He got permission.
on that side? Onto the left? That should be pretty.
It'll be gorgeous
like
when
this
it's
in
done.
water.
Should be done, and they say in 3 weeks, if she doesn't change her mind again. Every day the architect changes his mind about where things go, so the builders are having...
Troyana's the building.
Yeah. Well, there are other people there. I haven't seen Troyana.
And what happened there? The trees are
Obviously, it's not working.
They're not here yet.